appreciate the effort. I think especially off the ball, we can see in the numbers, and we can see when we watch the match again how much effort they put in into defending high, into the counter press. Also in their sprinting numbers, Marcus had a lot of runs when we had the ball where we did not see him, where we did not use him. Was a little bit unlucky maybe with the timing, and from time to time we oversaw him. Phil is just maybe not finding the momentum at the moment that he can have, but both of them are very positive, have every right to be positive, and know exactly what we want from them. Ideally, we try to bring them in more one-on-one situations, and ideally they have the confidence to take the one-on-ones. Phil needs maybe a little bit closer connections to a number 10 than we could provide in this match. And Marcus created a big chance, created one big chance for Jude Bellingham, and like I said, had some runs off the ball where we did not use him, but off the ball the effort was there, and that's what counts.
Tuchel was also asked how he's finding international management compared to the club game. His answer proves just how excited he is to be in the role.
I'm the most happy when I'm a football coach in England. This is what I can tell you, because I think it's a very special place to be. It's a very special group of players, and the league and the approach of the fans to the league shapes the character and the attitude of the players, which is always a pleasure to be around, and there is no difference. It feels like training camp. It feels like a pre-season a little bit, because you're 10 days together, so it's very condensed and it's very intense period work of time. Once the games are over, it's very different, because you watch a lot of games, but you don't have the close contact to the players, which I love the most. But it's exciting, because we have 16, 17 months and a big target. We want to qualify for US, and we want to arrive as a strong group who's ready to go all the way. So it's an honor, it's a privilege, and it's a lot of fun so far.
It was our senior reporter, Rob Dorsett, asking some of the questions to Thomas Tuchel a little bit earlier on. He's with us now, and also speaking was the vice-captain, Rob, Declan Rice. What's he had to say?
Really interesting from Declan Rice. It always is. He's such a good talker. He's such an open and honest interviewee, you have to say. And he talks a lot about the impact that Thomas Tuchel has had in the week that they've spent together so far. He talked about his passion, his energy. He actually revealed that he's quite tactile on the training ground, Thomas Tuchel, often coming up and put his arm around players or slapping them on the back if they've done something pretty good. And he says that the job that he's being asked to do for England now under Thomas Tuchel is very similar to the one that Mikel Arteta is asking him to do at Arsenal. More of a number 8 role, getting forward a little bit, supporting the attacks, linking up the play a little bit more than perhaps he used to do as a more of a defensive midfielder in the past. He talks about Harry Kane and says he thinks he can score 100 goals for his country. Wow, he's on 70 goals right now. It's another 30 goals for a man who's 31 years old. 10 goals a season for the next 3 seasons. It's possible. Certainly Declan Rice thinks it's possible. And he also talked about the fact that Thomas Tuchel has asked the players to have more of these uncomfortable conversations with each other. Dig each other out was how Harry Kane described it the other day. What Declan Rice is explaining is that they're all best mates, is the way he described it. And he wants them to be a bit more honest and a bit more critical of each other to try and drive standards forward even further. But yes, you're right. 6 years ago, he made his debut against the Czech Republic. That was actually the anniversary yesterday. 6 years ago yesterday, Declan Rice made his debut for England, and he says he thinks he and England have changed an awful lot since then.
I've grown so much as a player and as a person in that time. I've played with so many players. I think 6 years ago, I remember ex-pros like they're retired now when I was at West Ham telling me, Dec, enjoy your career because it goes so quick. And already it's 6 years in an England shirt, like it goes so fast. It's taught me to just cherish every moment. You know, to play for England's the biggest thing that you can do, and it's been one of the best journeys that I've ever had. And as a group, I think I've learned so much playing. Obviously, we've lost 2 finals, which has obviously been really tough to take. But the journey along the way and the experiences I've had, will stick with me for life. And I think with Thomas now, with this new era, obviously new, young, exciting players coming through, there's still so much more to come. And I think you're going to keep seeing the best of us and the best of each other.
England Latvia match. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you.
It's as though he thinks this is growing its own legs, this story about how fantastic Lewis Skelly is. And he's now saying we need to take the pressure off him a little bit and try and get him to play his own game and grow in his own time.
Miles.
And he finished it really well, really happy for him. An amazing first game, a really nice and well taken first goal, and a win, he'll never forget it, and we're really happy for him.
And what about the debutant, Miles?
Really good, I think when you come into the team, there's a lot of lads who are here to help you out and stuff, and then we hope that for him, he only has to worry about his own head and his own coolness, and obviously he has plenty of that. So, we just wanted to do what we could to help him out and help him enjoy it, and I think he did. Looks like he did.
And what are the work-ons?
Second half, maybe keeping the rhythm, keeping the tempo, maybe a bit more clinical. I had a couple where goalie made some brilliant saves, but in these games it will be nice, also at home to finish games off early. So there's still so much to work on. Only 2-3 days of training. The more we play together, the more we stick together as a group, the more we'll learn, and the better we'll get over time.
Thanks, well done.
Thank you very much, Gabe.
Achievement to hit, but hopefully, as you know, a few more to come.
You were 21, I think, when you made your England debut, weren't you?
Yeah.
Miles Lewis Skelly is 18 when he made his debut today and scores. I mean, what do you say about that young man and his level of performance and what he can be for England going forward?
Yeah, fantastic performance. He's got such a level head for such a young kid. He's come into camp and straight away training on the pitch, but also off the pitch. Really calm and has a good presence about him. And I think he showed that out there, both with the ball and without the ball today. Great finish. Great to score at Wembley on your debut, and just the overall performance he's to be really proud of. So, as always,
incredibly professional tonight. And are you excited about what Thomas brings to this England side and what you can achieve with him?
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's maybe why he was a little disappointed at the end. But Albania were tough to break down as well. There were spells where they made it difficult. They got 3 or 4 really good players that can hurt you as well. So, we want to keep that enthusiasm. I think that energy in training this week and with him in the meetings and everything has been at a high level. And I think you saw glimpses of it out there today. There was times we counter pressed really well and kept them pinned in. But probably just with the ball, there was